Once upon a time. This is how many fairy tales begin. But this is not how this story wants to begin. This story wants to start with you lying down comfortably. Tuck yourself in really comfortably. This story wants to start by telling you how loved, unique and perfect you are, just the way you are. The story also wants to tell you that you have the ability and the superpower to do and succeed in whatever you want. The story wants to tell you that you don't have to try to become someone special, because you are already special. You are yourself. You are you. And that is enough. I am Kia, the storyteller, and I think it will be easier for you to listen to the story if you close your eyes. Relax and take a few deep breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Great, just like that. One more time. Inhale and exhale. This story is a bit mischievous and a bit naughty. It will more or less do as it pleases and not what is expected of it. When we don't do what is expected of us, that's when magical things happen and life offers surprises. When we go our own way and when we listen to our longing and our dreams and follow its winding path through life. As you can see, this particular story is a bit special, just like you are special. The story will tell you about Zanaz and her friend Mistico. It will tell you about a volcano that didn't want to wake up. It will tell you about the jungle and about the animals that live there. So, are you lying comfortably now? Do you think we are ready to let the story begin? Great, then let's begin. Mistico, come, hurry, Zanaz shouts. Look at the cute little fluffofants. And have you seen over there? There's a family of loud apadors. We must have ended up in the middle of a cartoon. Mistico laughingly agrees. The surroundings around the volcano are completely magical and unlike anything they have seen before. There are colorful flowers, gorgeous plants, giant fig trees, rainbow trees, palm trees, and lush bushes. Zanaz and Mistico are two friends who recently found each other. Although they have only recently met, it feels like they have always known each other. Both of them like adventures, playing, laughing, and being mischievous. And they both have the attitude that life doesn't have to be more complicated than you make it. Today, they are out on an adventure in the jungle, deep in the rainforest that surrounds a tall and majestic volcano. The volcano has been dormant for many, many years, but is still considered active, and sometimes white smoke can be seen coming out of the crater. In the jungle, there are hot streams and springs with water heated by the volcano, and this is where Zanaz and Mistico happily bathe, play and have fun. The water is warm and it feels like a hot tub, but with running water and rapids. Even the animals in the jungle bathe and play in the rapids all together. Age, race, size, color or gender doesn't matter in the jungle. All the animals play with each other and also with Zanaz and Mistico. Here no one is afraid. Here no one feels left out. And here everyone is welcome. Both those who want to laugh and play and those who just want to be alone and do nothing. After the intense play in the warm water rapids, they all feel a little tired. Zanaz and Mistico gathers a large pile of leaves and they lie down in a soft pile of leaves that smell of moss and soil, a scent of the jungle. The animals of the jungle come one by one and lie down beside them and around them. Steam rises from the hot water and warms the air. There are apadors, fluffofants, mousopants, hogodiles, colorful coral snakes, toucans, hummingbirds, parrots, coatis, gocelots, frogs, sloths and monkeys, all together with Zanaz and Mistico, tired and giggling in one big pile. They all start yawning, one by one. The fluffofants yawn the most. A well-deserved rest. One by one they close their eyes. One by one they breathe with deeper and slower breaths. One by one they fall asleep safely. The coatis snore lightly. The gocelots purr safely. The parrots and toucans bicker a bit about who should lie closest to Mistico and Zanaz, who end up taking a bundle of birds in their arms so that they can give them a reassuring hug. Soon they are all sleeping peacefully and safely in the shadow of the volcano. Zanaz wakes up to someone whispering her name. Zanaz, Zanaz, can you hear me? She sits up and looks around sleepily. Who is calling her name? All the others are asleep, and the only sounds she can hear are sniffing, purring, and snoring. She lies down again and looks up at the sky where the stars twinkle and the moon shines brightly with its safe light. Zanaz! There it was again, the voice calling her name. Zanaz, I need your help. Zanaz stands up and looks around before cautiously answering. I hear you, but I can't see you. Who are you and where are you? If you look up above the treetops, you will see me. I am Arenal, the volcano. Zanaz looks up and sees the great volcano rising majestically far above the jungle trees. The volcano with its green slope and the clouds dancing around its peak. How can I help you? Says Zanaz. You are so big and majestic, and I am only a small person. I need your and your friends' help in stopping the deforestation of the jungle, says Arenal. Soon the animals that live here will have no home anymore, which makes me angry. Every tree that is cut down hurts me, deep in my stomach, deep underground. With each tree that is felled, I get angrier, and soon I can't contain my anger anymore. I don't want to wake up and have an eruption. I risk covering the whole area with lava and ash, which would be a disaster. Can you please try to talk to the people responsible and get them to stop cutting down trees? Zanaz knows that the area around the volcano is very popular and that a company wants to build large hotels in the jungle and use the hot water from the springs to heat hotel pools. She wakes up Mistico and asks Arenal to tell her too. Mistico can't hear anything, and it turns out that only Zanaz can hear the volcano, so instead she tells the others what Arenal has said. The animals wake up one by one and join the conversation by chattering, meowing, hissing and cooing. The apadors chatter that they have noticed an increased flow of smoke from the crater and that they have felt small tremors in the ground in recent days. And they are all worried that Arenal is on her way to wake up. And they are all very much afraid of what that will mean. The deforestation of the rainforest or a volcanic eruption burning down the entire jungle with its lava is nothing the animals in the jungle look forward to. And they are now very happy that the volcano finally has found someone who can hear its cry for help. Together, they decide that Zanaz, Mistico, the toucans, the goosalots and the fluffofants immediately will head for the part of the rainforest where deforestation is taking place. It is a long walk and the tremors in the ground are getting more frequent and stronger by the minute. They are hurrying as fast as they can and have no time to lose. They cross rushing streams by balancing on fallen tree trunks. They swing in lianas over deep chasms and walk over wobbly suspension bridges high above the ground. The parrots fly high in the air and make sure they stay on the right path. The sun is going down and everyone is tired after several hours of brisk walking. They suddenly stop as they hear a dull rumbling. At first, they think it's coming from the ground, but they quickly realize it's Mistico's stomach protesting loudly. They all burst out laughing with relief, and they laugh so hard their knees buckle and their stomachs hurt. All the excitement and worry from the day's adventure disappear along with the laughter, and they all notice how thirsty and hungry they are. The apadors nimbly climb the trees and pick juicy fruits for all to eat. Satisfied, they quench their thirst in the stream and wash in the warm rapids before they all lie down close together. Zanaz sighs deeply and lets the last tension leave her body. Now they need to sleep before they can continue their trek to the lumberjacks the next day. There is nothing more they can do today but relax and rest. She quietly directs a question to the volcano. Can you hold your anger in for just a little while longer? Arenal gives Zanaz a dull and rumbling reply that makes the ground shake. Yes, I promise to keep as calm as possible. Zanaz takes a deep breath, relieved. Around her, the others have already fallen asleep from exhaustion. She thinks about how lucky she is to have all these friends where no one cares about their differences. She closes her eyes. takes a deep breath and falls asleep with a smile on her face. Calm and safe. Her sleep is deep, restful, and without dreams. Mistico wakes her up just before dawn, and they eat fruit and drink water before setting off again. Zanaz hears Arenal's voice within. "Hurry up," she says. "Hurry." Today's hike will not be as long as yesterday's, and already in the middle of the day, when the sun is at its highest in the sky, they reach the edge of the deforestation area. A large number of animals have joined them during their trek, and they are now a large and imposing crowd walking, flying, leaping and circling towards the foreman's tent, led by Zanaz and Mistico. In addition to the shaking of the ground that had increased since morning, dark smoke and ash are now also coming out of the crater, and lava has slowly begun to flow down the side of the crater. The foreman is standing outside his tent when they arrive. He looks worried and puzzled. Zanaz introduces herself and tells him about the mission they have received from the volcano, and that now it is up to the foreman to decide what will happen next. The foreman is completely stunned and stands there with his mouth open, staring at them all for a good while, before he begins to tell them that he has been having very strange dreams for the last few nights. Dreams where the volcano is talking to him and telling him the same thing that Zanaz and Mistico are telling him now. Since the dreams began, he has given the order to pause the deforestation, and with the information he has now received, it is not difficult for him to decide to stop the felling of the trees. He also says that neither he nor the workers are particularly fond of the idea of hotels being built in the forest. They all have great respect for nature and the animals that live there. But orders are orders. He promises that he will talk to his clients about continuing the hotel construction in another location, further away from the volcano. Neither he nor his workers want to be responsible for a volcanic eruption. Zanaz hears Arenal's voice within her. "Thank you, my deepest thanks. Your efforts and help have been invaluable." The dreams alone had never fully convinced the foreman. Now I can safely try to fall asleep again. This is fantastic news, and the animals, Zanaz and Mistico, cheer, jump, dance, laugh and sing along with the workers and foreman, happy and relieved that the rainforest is saved. They celebrate by swimming and playing together in the warm rapids and eating sun-ripened fruit all day. Although the threat to the rainforest is gone now, Arenal finds it difficult to calm down. She continues to cough black and heavy smoke, and ash and lava is slowly seeping down the rim of the crater. The animals, Zanaz and Mistico, don't know how to help the volcano calm down again, and they are all getting tired after a long and eventful day. The gocelots suggest that Zanaz and Mistico sing them all a lullaby. They need to rest now, and see if they can come up with a solution when they are rested again. All the animals lie down around Zanaz and Mistico. The gocelots on their laps, the coatis under their feet, the coral snakes coiling around their necks. And the fluffofants huddle close so Zanaz and Mistico can pet their fluffy and soft fur. Are you all comfortable now? Mistico asks. Yes, they answer in unison. Mistico starts humming a lullaby and Zanaz says, Good. Then we start by taking a deep and slow breath. Slowly breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Breathe in. Can you feel how your stomach is getting bigger from all the air? Breathe out. Feel your stomach sink in. Good. Keep going. Close those beautiful eyes. Relax and let your body get heavy. The calming purring of the gocelots grows louder and louder. As always, the fluffofants yawn the biggest. The apadors shatter a bit in the trees. The mouseophants sigh loudly with contentment. Everyone is warm, tired, relaxed, and happy with the day's work. Zanaz and Mistico look up at the volcano as the ground shakes slightly, and they hear a deep sigh. Thank you. Thank you so much for saving the jungle and all the animals with your courage and kindness. Your humming has calmed me down too, and I can now go back to rest again. I can feel the magma finally going back deep into my stomach. Zanaz tells the others who are still awake what Arenal has said, and they can now all sleep safe, calm, with a smile on their lips, in the shelter of the soon-to-sleep volcano. Zanaz hears the volcano's voice again, this time not just within herself as she usually does, but now the volcano is talking to them all. Don't forget that you are good enough, just the way you are. You are enough, just the way you are. You can be proud of who you are. There is no one like you. You are valuable. Don't be afraid to show your whole self. Whatever you do, it can't be wrong. Follow your heart and your joy, and let others be inspired by you being you. I love you. Mistico and Zanaz look at each other, smiling, happy, proud, and also tired, before they too fall asleep. safe and warm. Sleep well.